Hello everyone, my name's Sandleford Botanist Cool. Today we're playing with the Ace Attorney expert herself,
Katie. Hello
everyone, hopefully you're having a great day today. I am not on screen because I don't want to be on screen today. Therefore I am not. But we will still be doing a lot of very beautiful voice acting for the... What the fuck's the Mason system? I don't remember what's happening now. Something's happening. Something's
happening. You're not actually ready for it.
Probably not. That trial 7 years ago was the beginning of it all. This I know beyond a doubt. The mysteries of the past work their magic on the present. Ha, see, he said magic like magicians, like the Grimoires. It's like poetry. But you'll soon be finding all this out yourself. Wait, are you talking to me or Apollo? Is this some fourth wall breaking shit? Which of the Magnific Grimoire disciples pulled that trigger? Where did the vanishing defendant Zach Grimoire go? What dark truth lies behind that forged diary page? And what about the girl who was left behind? We don't know what happened to her. Like, we never see her again. Never.
Nope, it's a mystery.
I know, right? What? What?
I told you you weren't ready.
What the fuck is this shit? Yeah, I'm not ready. Okay. But that's not all. There are 4 keys in the present as well. And when all the questions have found their answers, the final part will begin. But first you must chase the truth through then and now. Think of it as a game. Like a computer game?
I can't wait to play a game. Steph, are you ready to play a game today?
I don't fucking know, man.
It's me.
I, Phoenix Wright, will be your guide through this game. That terrible trial saw me present forged evidence. It ended half-finished when the defendant vanished. What became of me after that? As your investigation proceeds, the answers will soon become clear. Oh, and one more thing. There's something I must tell you. As Apollo Justice has his brace... So it is fucking us! Like, he's talking to us in the fucking... fourth wall.
Well, you'll see.
Are we actually Detective Dick Gumshoe?
No.
Damn it.
We had our time with Dick Gumshoe.
I'm so sad we don't get more of it. As Apollo Justice has his bracelet, so too do I have my own weapon of sorts. My Magatama. Oh, you still have it! Awesome! I was wondering if he kept that, and if he still uses it. What does it do, you ask? That I would have you see for yourself. Well now, shall we begin? Use Q and E to jump between the past and the present. Let's begin 7 years ago in the past. Right after my last trial came to an abrupt end. Now that you know the game, let's play. You know, you could just tell Apollo everything that happened, right?
But he's not talking to Apollo.
He's talking to us. Who are we? Are we Trucy? Okay.
You'll see who we are.
I'm gonna go through my theories. I want to theorize. I'm gonna theorize. I don't know the answer. I'm gonna crack theory. I can see we're Edgeworth for all you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he doesn't come up in this fucking game, but we could be Edgeworth. All right. I have 2 honest guesses. The first one is Emma Skye, because we did talk to Emma pretty early on, and she goes, "Oh yeah, talk to Wright for me," and then I bet they met up afterwards, and now Wright's doing his thing with Emma, right? And she's like doing some kind of investigating shit for him. 2, we're Trucy, and this has been like years in the making. However, I feel like Phoenix just dotes on Trucy too much and does not want her to be directly involved in this. So it's more along the lines of, I think this would be like he'd talk to Emma because she's a forensic analyst and a scientist and a detective, and that would be it. Either that, I think he's talking to Emma. I think we are Emma. That's my honest to goodness guess. If we're not Emma, then we're Toby from The Great Ace Attorney. With the dog. We survived this past like 400 years. And are now in Japan.
We're in the cyberspace now.
Yeah, no, we're Sissel. We're Sissel going through cyberspace instead of fucking all that shit. Well, that's what's happening. The night the nightmare trial was over, and the new nightmare of figuring out what happened had just begun. I wanted to wake up to walk away, but I figured I'm the only one who could do this, probably. And besides, I had plenty of time, thanks to the Bar Association Review Board's decision. It's hard to work when your attorney's badge has been taken away. What strange sight doth my eyes behold? Excuse me? Two men on either side of a single transparent pane. Yet it seems the fickle fate has switched sides, so to speak. The forger of fake walks freely, while the innocent languishes within the plexiglass confines. There's been no proof that I forged anything. Nor that I took the life of my dear mentor. Yet, these chains cannot hold me for long. The stage awaits. And what, may I ask, awaits you? A little piano in a cold little hole in the wall. But since you are here, what shall we discuss? The shooting of Magnific Grimari, for one. Who pulled that trigger? Valant or his partner, Zach? His partner vanished before the answer could be found. If I'm going to get any closer to the truth, this is the place to start. A lot of... I have to hand it to my partner. He knows how to make an exit. That's talent. Yes, he made my attorney's badge disappear, and he never even touched it. The Laurie's spotlight always leaves something weeping in the shadows. Yet his very disappearance itself is a revelation. Revealing what? That Grimari killed Magnifi. It's as good as a signed confession. That's certainly been public opinion take on it. I grow tired of my cage, and the time of my release is near. I must go and prepare. Planning on jumping back into the magic right away. As long as an audience waits with bated breath, there will be Valant. And also... Yes? Now that my partner has disappeared, Magnifi's repertoire is mine. Valant Grimari has a tradition to uphold. Is that true? Seen in this light, the trial was quite good to me, verdict or no. And you can't pay for that kind of publicity. The suspicion on you hasn't entirely lifted. After all, you received one of those letters too. You were just as obligated to follow Magnifi's instructions as your partner. So I was, but only that Grimari followed them. Let us not speak anymore of who shot what. Now that my partner has vanished, the question is moot. I'm more interested in learning something else, actually. What might that be? I want to know what Magnifi had up his sleeve. How could he coerce you and your partner to kill him? The trick up his sleeve! Ha ha ha! Perhaps you do not know. Know what? A great magician never fuck you! Every time a magician is on the other side of the fucking glass.
Just how it be.
Just how it be?
If we had easy cases, we wouldn't have a game.
I mean, you're not wrong, but also, fuck this, dude. Come on.
I mean, to be fair, you're not his defense attorney.
So fuck both him and Enigma. They both suck. Oh my god, oh my god, that's a lot of chains. I didn't think it would be that easy. The audience must remain forever in the audience, bathing in the reflected glow of the spotlight. The Magatama, one of my most... I'm surprised I got to do that today. That's really cool. Like, nice little throwback. One of my most prized possessions, which I got during a certain case. You can show me the locks on people's hearts. If I can unlock their hearts, we will find kingdom hearts. They'll tell me their secrets. The Magatama starts it all, and the Magatama ends it all. Alright, let's do it. Now we got it in 3D this time, baby.
Yep.
That's a lot of fucking locks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 locks, which means we're presenting at least 10 things. Because he's gonna be like, well, that's convincing, but it's not convincing enough! And I'm gonna present something else, and then one lock breaks. And then he actually rebuilds a lock because, well, I found magic! That's what's gonna happen, I fucking promise you. It's gonna be such bullshit. Anyways. If I'm by the seat of my pants on this one, there must be a path leading from the evidence to the truth. And that's what I'm going to find. To ask someone to take a life, even one not long for this world, that's asking someone to commit murder. Yes, our mentor was fond of dramatic moves and dramatic finales. And he got his wish. His life was taken. What weakness could be so powerful to coerce someone into committing murder? I guess this is a matter of life or death. Care to explain? Your troupe lived in the world of showmanship. The flashier, the better. The flashy so often means danger, doesn't it? Let us make this as painless as possible. If you have proof of this danger, then show it. The fucking guns. Why, that's one of ours! Specifically designed for your show, I gather. A single bullet, one shot? What are you suggesting? We are magicians, Mr. Wright, not murderers. I'm not crying murder, Mr. Volant. I'm crying something far more tragic. An accident. Zach and Volant, quick draw, shoot him. Is that where that woman is? So when we saw a picture of him, there was 3 people. There was him, Zach, and a woman. Did they kill the woman by accident? And is that Trucy's mom and her mom fucking died? How long has it been since those shots were last heard? Since the shoot 'em canceled because someone might get hurt. Of course! What other reason could it be? Well, it could have been canceled because someone had already been hurt. Fascinating, my Foistian forging friend. But tell me, what can you prove with a single pistol? Well, tell me what would have happened if there had been an accident. What if one of your bullets took a life on stage? The performances of magic is not concerned with what ifs. It's concerned with precision. Just because we set off a bomb in the middle of the stage, we don't care if someone dies. Only that is really cool looking. God damn it, this guy's whole logic is full of holes, dude.
Usually what it is that, like, in the modern day, I think at least, they actually go, like, over safe.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, like they would be firing fucking blanks, not actual bullets. Mm-hmm. And they would have it like there's a machine that makes a puncture hole, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Precisely whom do you claim we shot? Looks like I've chosen the right path. Let's hope that he walks with me. Life was sacrificed so that this show might go on, and the life was... Really? You're gonna present him? I can't look at people. A word if I'm... Oh, I don't have the information, do I?
Yeah, I don't think you have it yet.
Yes? Does it excite you to know you stand at a critical moment in your quest? Yeah, it does, sort of. Then you'd never make it on stage. You're not fit to be a magician. Give it up. I hadn't actually been considering that as a career option. Sure you'll find something else to while... We'll figure out who the bullet hits. Okay, we don't have the answer yet. We don't have enough evidence right now to pull this off. Maybe it's time to do a little more legwork. Didn't think I'd be back here for a while. I didn't want to have to remember that day. We're having to declare a verdict in this way. Oh yeah, we already read this. I'm done. I'm not gonna reread it. Yeah, we're good, we're good. This just fucking disappears. He's got one hell of a handsome chin, though. But look at that fucking jawline, dude. Trucy, your dad's a dilf. Both of them. In different ways, though. When I came back on that fateful morning, I had my badge, but now, like an amputated limb, I can still feel it itching. Where do I start? I don't even have the authority to investigate. Who could this be?
I think I know, and I think you're not going to be happy about it. Unless I'm wrong.
Is it Meekins? Hey Elijah, how are you doing today?
Hi Elijah.
Hey, you there, sir! It's Meekins! I knew it!
How do you call that?
You said I wasn't gonna like it, so I'm like, who would I not like that kind of goes around calling people sir, and I feel like whines in a bitchy voice. And I'm like, yeah, it's Meekins. Okay, perfect, I got it.
Elijah, I heard that you're playing the Great Ace Attorney, possibly?
The rumor mills do go. The rumor mills do, in fact, go.
Do update me if you do. It's a fun time.
I'm just loading it up, he says.
I'm curious for your thoughts. Huh?
He says I'm just loading it up.
Hey.
What was his voice? What voice did I give him? I do know I gave him something like annoying. I don't remember what voice I gave him. It's been so long since I've seen Meekins. Like, down on your hands, 4 on your head, now. Yeah, I'll go with that for now. Why not? What's the big idea on my ears? No unauthorized personnel aren't allowed in here. Wait, no unauthorized personnel aren't allowed. Wait, what?
So we're allowed, all good.
Yeah, you double negativing it? Thank you very much, friend. I really wanna go in now. Thank you. That's a double, yeah, that's a double negative. That's why I got so confused. That would mean all our personnel are allowed. Zoink! Oh, I know the voice. I just can't do a Shaggy voice good. I can't, that's the one. I can't do a good Shaggy voice. I said it like it is, sir. It's usually wrong. Thrown out the precinct, lost my friends, my girl, and even my wallet. You had a girlfriend?
That's rough, buddy.
I know, right? Oh, God, this guy fucking had a rough time after we last saw him, huh? We've met before, haven't we? On a case 2 years ago? No recollection of that, sir. Huh. For me, working on a case is always in the present progressive tense, sir. There's no past, there's only now, sir. Oh, okay. You're the bailiff, right? He's the bailiff now. Yes, sir. Court bailiff Mike Meekins at your service, sir. I've restarted Chronicles because it's been a year since I've played. Oops. Valid. Get the full experience, baby.
Yeah, it's probably good to start over anyway.
Oh, I'm so excited for you to meet some characters. I've asked to meet up with the bailiff at this court who let the magician escape. Of course it was Meekins who let the magician escape. Let me try to make this as absolutely clear as possible for you, sir. It was me, sir. But you were a regular police officer once, right? Sometimes bad things happen to good people, sir. Oh man, I feel bad for this guy now.
Pepperoni.
I kind of feel bad for this guy now. Something tells me it's a long story. Let's not go there. So you were in charge of security at the time of the vanishing. I'm dying over here. Oh, it's a hard knock life, sir. Thrown out of the precinct, lost my friends, my girl, and even my wallet. Guess I wasn't the only victim. He has a little, like, good luck charm with him.
Are they called Omori or something?
I'm not 100% sure. I know I got one from my cousin when I was in Japan.
I got a Xiao one for wishing from my sister.
Hey. You know, they call onigiri, they call ramen here hamburgers. They could just call that, like...
To be fair, by Apollo Justice, we have ramen now, so...
You know, good point. Yeah. If we ever see Maya again, she better just start talking about ramen and not hamburger. But she's probably gonna talk about hamburger.
Gotta keep that consistency.
Exactly. Last time we met, you were a police officer, right? In fact, you're still wearing your uniform. Did he just steal the uniform?
I mean, I don't think you turn it back in, necessarily.
But then anyone could go out wearing a cop uniform. If they get the job once, right?
I mean, you already can wear a cop uniform, and that's called a costume. Like, I do think that the badge and everything is, like, the main important part, but...
Fair enough.
I feel like you could fake a cop uniform.
Probably.
Pretty easily.
Sir, I wish I didn't have to tell you this, but last year, tragedy struck a rising star at the precinct! Oh no, what happened to Gumshoe?
He's fine, we just saw him.
Oh, that's right, yeah, that's a good point. I lost my case files 4 times in 3 days! They fired me! That takes free talent, actually. They don't know what they're missing. So here I am, sir, forced to start from square one, a lowly bailiff. But your uniform. I took it with me as a souvenir the day I was fired. He looks so pleased with himself. That kid, thank you, Phoenix. Save that, bud.
See, I think it should be. Like, what are they gonna do? Is someone gonna be exactly tailored to your size? Unlikely. Like, maybe not the radio, but...
Yeah, definitely not the radio. I mean, well, to be fair, actually, the most believable part of this is the fucking radio, because you could just buy a megaphone anywhere.
Megaphone, yes. I don't know if that cop radio's dialed into anything.
It looks like a megaphone receiver. You just speak into it and it goes to the megaphone.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah. So, you were the one the magician got away that day. Let's reiterate why we're talking again. I am dying over here! Oh, come on.
I can't give you a straight answer or the game would be over.
A star rises among the court bailiffs full of hope, then tragedy strikes. Is there anything you could tell me about it? About Zakramare's disappearance? Oh, the humanity! That's enough of that. That did nothing! We could have not pressed on that and it would have been the same fucking result. Are you kidding me? That gave us no information. Oh my god. Well, yes, it was around 2 p.m. when I heard the commotion in court. I opened the door to see what might be amiss. The door slams open, slam! And some guy his face is right in front of me. Face! So you saw someone suspicious coming your way? Yes, and I, being a bailiff of little standing, I gave chase. I chased that silk cat all the way down the hall, sir. I have a diagram of the building here. Over, is it? Okay.
Ah, there. That's courtroom number 7. That's where I was, sir. All by myself. Marry a friend to call my own.
Okay. And which way did Zach Kumare run after bursting through that courtroom door?
He went up this and around the corner like that. So I, with no delay, ran after him with no delay. When I turned the corner and no delay, I saw the magician run to the defendant lobby with no delay. Swiftly I ran, please say with no delay. Following him, I threw myself boldly into the room. Why, I remember like it was right here because it was lobby number 2, sir.
You ran to this room? I don't see any place to hide in here.
Believe it or not, sir, I didn't believe it.
What is with this wacky voice? This is what wacky lingo.
Here, in this room, the magician gone, vanished like a poof of smoke. Except there wasn't even any smoke, he was just gone.
That's impossible.
Yes, that word. How many times I've said that word? Even the sound of it causes me indescribable pain. I'm dying over here.
Okay, I won't say it again, promise. But you have to admit, it's difficult to vanish into thin air. Did you search the lobby? Oh, I thought I was gonna say no. And I was gonna be like, come on.
I searched.
Why the pause? Oh, he didn't search, did he?
There was nothing here at all, sir. That's right, nothing was here, sir.
How can you talk so loud and still be hiding something? So Zach was in this room when he vanished.
Absolutely, sir. I saw with my own eyes. With my own eyes. That red silk hat, that flowing cape. Wait, what?
Oh, yeah, he does have red, that's right. I was like, because I knew she had red. I forgot what color he had. Entirely. I thought he had a different color for some reason.
He ran right in here, right inside this room.
Silk hat cape, that's Zach all right.
But sir, look at the room. There's not a single place to hide.
I forgot how funny the first trial when Jezeel turns up. The fucking swan hat. God damn. That hat gets me. That hat is so funny. Oh, we're gonna see some good boys in this one. Hosunaga, my boy. With your fucking,
I love you.
With your fucking turtle. Oh my god, Hosunaga, such a good guy. We love Hosunaga. You actually spoiled yourself on that? Oh my god. Ouchie's good too. That's funny. I love that. I fucking love the puns there.
Yeah, that Prosecutor Payne is called Ouchie. So good.
What about now? Have any ideas?
Sir! Ideas about what exactly, sir, if you don't mind me asking?
You have had quite a bit of time since then. Has nothing occurred to you at all? Do you have any idea what trick you might have used to disappear like that? The birds with Kazuma and Ryunosuke have been my background since I first played. Oh my god, Kazuma. Da 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 da. I do listen to that song unironically every once in a while, just kind of pull it up on YouTube. Fucking alright. His music and his music's great. It's a lot of fun. And not only that, Baroque's music is also great too. All the music of the Ace Attorney series is great. It all fucking vibes. It all slaps.
Yeah,
I love it.
I like the great Ace Attorney music. And there's a lot of cello in it, which I'm personally a fan of.
Yeah, that's valid. Do you have any idea what trick he might have used to disappear like that? What was my Cosmo? Cosmo was like Edgeworth, but not depressed, right?
Something like that.
That's what my Cosmo voice was. Edgeworth, but not depressed. Oh, come on! Okay, you only have 2. Cyclops! I should have known. So, oh, right.
I think we might not have enough, but let's see how far we get.
Yeah. We're gonna have to go to the future to find things for the past. I actually pressed the wrong button, yeah. If we actually have to get clues from the future to do things for the past, I'm gonna fucking flip a lid. That's all I'm gonna say. 3D. Okay, Mr. Meekins, what do you know? Spit it out.
Hey, what's with the atmosphere here all of a sudden?
You know something, and I'm gonna find out what. Zachary vanished from this room. How'd he do it?
How, sir? Well, sir, I can't say it, sir.
Why are you so nervous if you aren't hiding something?
Well, sir, you see, at the time, sir, I was here and... Listen! It was impossible! What could such a little girl possibly do anyways?
Oh, God, what did Trucy do? What did you say?
Nyark!
You good?
That was just a stupid noise I made. I made the noise and it just tickled me something.
Oh boy.
Just nyark.
Sir, did I say something, sir?
Oh my God. No, you screamed into that megaphone of yours. There was someone else in that room, wasn't there?
Sir, I'm going to have to invoke my right to remain in the state of not talking.
Wow, you really made that sound so wordy. It's okay, Meekins. You don't have to tell me who Zach's accomplice was. I know who was here in the room that day.
Sir,
Was that a chicken sound?
Yeah.
I've never seen that girl until just the other day.
Mr. Meekins, I'm not buying it.
Sir! Sir, that day, she was here in the room, sir. But he wasn't.
You mean you chased her into this room, not him?
Sir, in my days as a police officer, literally...
That really got you, huh?
Did he just do like the day that he was at our case and then fucking got fired 2 days later for losing 4 case files? Was that literally what happened to this guy? Holy shit. Oh my God.
Okay, just one thing.
You know, but I learned how to do that well before. I didn't need to be a cop to learn that, buddy. Oh, fuck. But the fact that Zach is 7 feet tall is kind of hot. Let's be real, right?
Okay, but one thing, but it was how not to mistake a girl for a 7-foot-tall magician.
7 feet? Zach isn't that tall, is he? You have a point. I find it hard to imagine that anyone... Did she have a prototype version of Mr. Hat? That just like went above her head? I find it hard to imagine that anyone would mistake a little girl for Zachary. But you saw something, and there lies the trick. I think you know what it was, Mr. Meekins. Tell me, does this trick look familiar? I need a picture of Mr. Hat, I think. Alright, I know how that one went. It was Mr. Hat. She had Mr. Hat. Mr. Hat's cool and all, but like, he wears a hat. That's all I need to know.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, it's the past stuff, yeah.
So.
Oh, we read this before. I'm gonna just go right through the young man. Nah, you're old, Phoenix. You're old.
She's so cute.
She's precious. She's ready to do magic. 2 weeks have passed since then. I called her into my office. Trucy, there's something we need to talk about. It's been 2 weeks since your father disappeared. We need to start thinking about your future. I did some calling around, and this is hard to say, but you have no living relatives. Yeah, so her mom was the one who was shot, for sure. So, I was wondering if you wanted to stay with me for a while? Just until your daddy comes home. It won't be long. I hope. Definitely not 7 years. That'd be ridiculous, right?
Definitely not 7 years.
Definitely not 7 years. I definitely won't basically adopt this child as my own. Of course, it's totally your choice. If you don't like it here, you can go wherever you'd like. As an 8-year-old child, please roam free. I could look up some places you might like to stay at. This is so weird.
Mr. Attorney, Daddy told me about you. He said I could trust you.
Ah, really?
So, if I stay here, that mean you'll be my family?
Huh. I guess so? Getting weirder.
Mr. Attorney?
Actually, why don't you just call me Nick? Or you call me... I don't like that. You're the one who started saying, like, hey, just call me Dad to replace your dad? Okay.
Okay, say Daddy.
That was...
Immediately, it's just on it. Like, yeah, she took one look at him and was like, yeah, dad material.
Yeah, 100%. Hey, Nixie, how you doing? We're doing good over here, friend. We're playing some Ace Attorney. Yeah, but, I mean, don't get me wrong. Nick is dad material. He had to take care of two young ladies, one her age, a few years ago, you know? Like, he was basically, like, housing Maya and Pearl for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, all his training has prepared him for this.
And you know what? I bet it's 10 times easier for him to deal with a magician than a spirit channeler.
We'll see. I don't know how often they actually summon ghosts in his apartment, but you can bet that she's gonna be doing tricks.
I bet it's gonna... Oh my god. I'm playing SM2 Space Marines 2, and I built Azrael there. Oh, Azrael from the Blood Angels, right? Yeah. Listen, all I'm saying is, you know what? How often did... I mean, she could have been like, hey, for fun, I'm just gonna summon a quick ghost. LOL, you know?
Well, Maya always struggled with it, and then Pearl got Mia on the horn, but I don't know if she... Maybe she could have, but I don't know.
Isn't it implied that, like, Mia fucking, like, yeets after everything was done, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, we don't see Mia's ghost ever again.
She should rest.
So it's basically like, you don't need me anymore.
Yeah.
A month later, Nick gets disbarred.
Wrong angels? Oh, which angels is Azrael from? I do remember he's from one of the angels, but yeah.
Undertale.
From Undertale. Oh my god, I can't believe Undertale and Warhammer had a fucking collab.
If I move here, I have to switch schools, right? I was thinking, I haven't paid for lunches at my last school for a year. Thanks, Daddy.
Ah.
Oh, in this office, it's a little blah.
Oh my god! Not the Forbidden Club. Not the Forbidden. You fucking have what's Flowey in fucking Space Marines, but Flowey's actually like a mid controller.
A little color goes a long way, you know.
Ah.
Oh, and Daddy, you got fired from work, right? Don't even worry one bit. I'll work twice as hard. We'll make it through this.
Oh my god!
I'm the daddy now.
Trucy, how old are you?
Oh, I'm 8.
Why are you more competent than Nick already?
I mean, pearls.
That's true too. I remember you told me once that Ace Attorney was a game of the main character finding all these strange eclectic little girls who help them actually be competent.
Ace Attorney is just like, here's you and here's your weird little girl assistant.
Yeah, they're the competent ones.
Well, we did have Maya at first, and she was just weird girl assistant. You know how it is.
Yeah, but then every other, to my knowledge, assistant is significantly more competent. I don't know the one from Investigations yet, but I'm going to assume... the only person Edgeworth...
You have to remember that Edgeworth is very competent.
He is. But I don't feel like his pining is going to let him be as competent as he usually would be.
Ace Attorney is very fun because no matter how put together someone seems, the second you get into their head, they're just like, what is being an adult? I'm just like, what a move.
I do remember that one time we did play as Edgeworth for like half a game.
Yeah, it's like, no, this is all fully in character, but also it's just very funny because it's just like, yeah, that's what being an adult is. You're just like, what is happening? What is happening? What is happening?
Oh, I remember when that first happened. I was so proud of you.
Someone outside will be like, yeah, that's a cool person.
Yeah. I just remember when that first happened, I was so fucking excited, dude.
I'm a young professional. Stick with me and you'll do just fine, Daddy.
Why does it feel like she's already in charge?
So, Daddy, you got fired from being a lawyer, right?
You can at least kind of look aside or something when you say that. It's actually kind of hard for me, for Daddy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Daddy. Wait, is that foolish pride? My other daddy always used to talk about that.
Actually, that's pretty accurate.
So here's my idea. I'll make a new office. It all just seems so stiff, doesn't it? And no one will be my friend at school that way.
That won't do, I guess. I just don't know much about anything other than law. Or even much about law if you were to ask some people.
Maybe the problem is calling it an office. We should run an agency instead.
Okay. You mean like a talent agency? Forgive me for asking, but that doesn't require talent. Doesn't that require talent?
You got me, don't you? I'm a professional.
A professional?
Yep. After all, I'm directly descended from the famous Zach Mary.
Directly descended? He's your father.
Oh, and I'm directly descended from the famous Phoenix Wright, too.
That's what happens, yep. That's exactly how it happens. She's gonna be a famous magician lawyer. And she's gonna make all the evidence reappear after it has been thrown away by the prosecutor. I think an 8-year-old just massaged my ego. Could you tell me a bit more about your daddy, Zach Ramari?
Daddy? Sure thing, Daddy.
Which daddy was that again?
Daddy's so amazing. The biggest star of Troop Grammari, and they're big.
The Gramares, they were on television a lot. Haven't seen them much recently, come to think of it.
Big magic happens when you put Zach and Valant Grammari together, you know. Once they made a giant waterfall right on the stage. This giant trout swam up the giant waterfall.
Sounds tasty. Let me guess. There was a giant fisherman waiting for him on the top.
I wish I could have seen more of Daddy's magic.
I shouldn't have brought him up so soon.
I wonder what happened with me with Daddy and Mommy both gone.
Mommy? Yeah, what about Mommy? I haven't heard anything about Trucy's mother.
But I have my magic and a great daddy, even if he is unemployed.
Just every fucking time, it's a little stab. It's just a little...
It's the one thing she knows about you.
That I'm trustworthy and I'm unemployed.
You know, I think things are going to be okay.
I wonder if she'll talk about her mother. But Trucy, you're a professional?
Yes, it's like that thing they say. Baby frogs grow up to be frogs.
They say that?
I always thought that was funny, though.
What was?
Aren't baby frogs called tadpoles?
That's actually the same fucking question I had in my head. Like, why baby frog? Why not just tadpoles?
Maybe I thought it would be easier to understand that way for kids. How stupid.
Right, so in conclusion, you're a professional magician, Trucy.
That's right. Well, want to see a trick?
Show me a trick. You're going to do a magic trick? Please show me. Actually, I'd like to see your trick. The future of the agency depends on it, after all.
That's the spirit. Ready? Here goes. Ta-da!
Fucking knew it was Mr. Hat!
I love how she jumps up so Mr. Hat can get it because she's too short for him to just take it off her head. So in this sprite, she jumps up so it goes up. It's so cute.
Can I also say that, like, I love how, like, you can see that she's, like, her arm is moving to control Mr. Hat here. Like, she doesn't do that when she's older because she already has such a better handle on it when she's older. But, like, here, she's moving on it.
Yeah, I think she moves her arm a little bit. I'm trying to remember in her other sprite. At the very least, I think she does turn her arm slightly, but yeah.
It's negligible compared to how it is now, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love her sprite so much. Like, just everything about Trucy's design is so good in every way. Hey folks, it's Mr. Hat. Gotta say, it's good to be seen.
Yeah! Whoa! That was startling.
The amazing Mr. Hat. Isn't he great? Your friendly neighborhood Mr. Hat at your service.
Yeah, her arm moves so notably here. Like, I would have noticed that if her arm as a teenager moved that much, and it did not. But like, that's cool. I like that. He certainly makes an impression.
Doesn't he? I'm so glad you like him, Daddy. My routines do get a bit heady at times. Ha, get it? Heady.
My friendly neighborhood, Mr. Hat, nearly gave me a heart attack. Startlingly realistic. I don't think I've heard sarcasm so strongly said in the fucking court record. Could you tell me more about your mommy, if that's okay?
Mommy was so pretty. She was like an angel up on stage.
On stage? You mean with your daddy?
Yep. She's always there with Zach and Valant, smiling. But then, she went away.
Went away?
It was a grand illusion, but she made a mistake. She vanished. I guess she didn't know how to get back.
Maybe so.
I cried then, a lot. That's when Daddy gave me this. Here.
This is your mother? She's beautiful.
Her name's Thalassa. Thalassa Gramare.
Why is your name Ocean? Thalassa is the Greek word for ocean.
Got it. Is all I'll say.
Did that just trigger something in your brain?
Yeah. I know why she's named that now.
That one little fact that just like, because like I have used this name hilariously. So Thalassa has been up a lot. So there's like Thalassa in Space Marines 2, which is like a group of Space Marines. That's the group's name. I have a planet called Thalassa in my D&D game. You know about it. And I have a and there's just the beach. You know, Pamasi Thalassa, you know, let's go to the beach. We'll go to the ocean. Technically, Baradia would be beach and Thalassa would be sea, ocean, so. Sea Grimare. Poor girl, I didn't know her mommy had gone missing. And now her daddy's vanished too, right before her eyes.
Hey, Daddy, you won't...
Don't worry, I won't vanish, I promise.
Right, you can't even do magic. You're like a backup plan.
God, that hurts so much! Fucking hell! That's brutal!
Children be like that.
Oh! This 8-year-old is gonna be the death of me. Holy shit, dog. She is brutal. Kids. Oh my god. Get back to it.
Daddy always said to have a backup plan.
I guess all I rate as is a backup plan. I think that's probably enough for today. Sorry to ask you so much all at once like that.
It's okay. After all, we're family.
She got really used to this quickly.
I just hope you're ready. The Right Talent Agency opens tomorrow.
Oh, are we representing anyone?
Me and you. That makes 2, Daddy.
I think you need more than that to make an agency. Besides, you may be a magician, but I'm no talent.
I'm sure there's something you're good at.
Law? Badgering people? Annoying the shit out of a very handsome prosecutor? Well, when you put it that way...
You mean you don't have any tricks? No old standbys? This will not do.
I mean, you were a theater kid. Maybe you could, like, perform Othello or something as a one-man act?
Phoenix, you were an art major. You could do it.
Did you ever specify the kind of art? Like, I'm pretty sure he was a theater kid, right?
I'm pretty sure they don't specify what kind of art in the game canon. I think Shu Takumi saw him as a theater kid, but a lot of people have him as art, so people will go in between, like, the arts and, him being, like, a drawing artist. Like, exactly what art is never specified.
What art do you had canon as in?
I think I see him a bit more of a theater kid. Maybe he drew a bit, but like I do see him a little bit like in like art history and stuff, just because whenever he sees a painting, his first instinct is always to call it ugly. Like whenever he sees it, he's like, that painting is shit. Whenever he examines a painting.
So he's just pretentious and likes Van Gogh.
He always is just like, that painting is garbage. Whenever he sees one. So I do kind of put him in that camp as well. So like I go back and forth a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he was like exploring different options.
Fair enough.
Boy should always have a trick or two in his pocket.
Okay, I'll think of something.
That's the spirit. See you bright and early tomorrow, Daddy.
Yeah, she did. Okay, I just noticed that jump. That's cute.
Yeah, her little jump. Welcome to the team, Daddy-o.
The team, right. Sometimes when magicians vanish, they leave something behind. That's how Trucy became Trucy Wright, my daughter. To be honest, I was pretty lost those first few days. Thinking back on it, it was a pretty dark time in my life, but Trucy Happy, smiling Trucy, she was my light. I couldn't examine Charlie, you bastard! I wanted to examine Charlie.
I don't know if you can go back. Maybe? Can you go back?
Oh, I can! My mentor's favorite plant, Charlie. I guess watering Charlie's my only real job now. Wait, I have a child now! I can't feed Trucy like this! She probably needs more than the occasional watering, too, I'm guessing! She's so confused.
Wait, can we examine that art piece?
I was about to say that too, yeah. An old movie poster hangs on the wall. I finally found out the title after not knowing it for the longest time. I actually rented the movie the other day. Cried my eyes out. Just thinking about it makes me tear up. Wait, just allergies, really. Just show it to her when she's a little older. Wait, what was it called again? My man. My desk. Not that I have any reason to sit there anymore. I guess Trucy could use it. It's great for studying math, English, geography, magic. I'm not crying. It's just some dust in my eye. It's just her being like, is he monologuing? I don't even have my attorney badge to give to people anymore. Oh.
I know, right?
I do actually want to take a look at the necklace of Thalassa. No clues here. Really? Oh, hold on. So this is Trucy's mother, Thalassa. She's pretty. I can picture her on stage with Zach. Still, she looks like a down-to-earth type too. I guess Trucy takes after her. Down-to-earth? Really? I thought she'd be down to the ocean. Or under the sea. Hey, can I examine Mr. Hat? Oh, I can. That's kind of cute. So we could go now talk to and beat up Meekins. We can beat him up now. That's the good news. Let's just get all the way to where we were. I'm so excited to find out why her name's Thalassa, because like you did like a noise, you did like a sound, or you were about to say something. It was like, wait, what? Like what? Like I was like, wait, what was that? And I'm so curious now. Why is her name Thalassa? Why is she the sea? Is it because her eyes are as beautiful as the sea is deep? We don't know. Come on.
Yeah, so like, come on, bitch.
Yeah, we gotta do this every once in a while, huh?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. We're almost there now. Fucking chicken noise. Is he handcuffed to his own lanyard? Yeah, he is. What the hell? Or his necklace? Is that a collar he has on?
Is he wearing his own lanyard? I don't know.
Because it's not in his sprite. The green band's not in the sprite. Like, other than that scene.
I mean, he's also not a handcuff, so...
The handcuff's on his chest.
Wait, where?
So just under his hands, there's the handcuff. You can see that under here where the button is.
Oh, I didn't know then.
There, right there it is again.
That's not on his hand, like when
That's
he
true.
does the squawking, so who even knows?
Yeah, but I mean, at least it's on his, like, sprite in general.
Maybe it's the cord from his microphone?
Hmm.
I don't know.
What's that? The girl's favorite trick, the amazing Mr. Hat. I learned about him in 2 weeks' time, so I transported myself back to the past to talk to you about it. She used it in her show down at the Wonder Bar. Have you been to the Wonder Bar?
So, it wasn't a walking dream, was it, sir?
Come again?
That night on stage, I saw a vision, except it wasn't a vision. It was a hat. Yeah, an amazing Mr. Hat. He really exists.
I feel like I changed his voice. I don't remember what his voice was.
I remember it clearly, though the details are a little vague. Zachary exited the courtroom. I gave chase and cornered him in the courtroom, sir. Zachary, don't even think you can escape Meekins! Down on your hands, floor on your head.
What? Oh, I see what happened.
Hello?
Something the matter, mister?
No, that is... Sir, I'm currently chasing a suspect, sir. Zachary, do you know him?
Oh, I love Zachary. His magic is the best. I'm his biggest fan.
That's a way to put it.
I see. That's why you're wearing the costume you're wearing. Anyways, that very same Zach came into this room.
But no one's been in here except me.
But he has to be in here somewhere. Under the sofa, in the trash can, behind the painting, under the rug.
Oh, you check that painting on the back next. So Trucy was his accomplice.
Imagine my astonished surprise when 1 week later, I just happened to walk into the bar and see him.
Mr. Hat.
I couldn't believe my own eyes. For a while, I thought it had been a long dream.
A dream that lasted a week?
But it wasn't the magician who disappeared, it was Mr. Hat. Sniffle, sniffle.
Oh, let's see that picture real quick. I must have seen that painting 1,000 times, but I never really looked at it until now. I guess my head was too stuck in the trials. I never had the time to stop and appreciate art. I have time now. Okay, let's appreciate. Actually, it's pretty late. Every fucking art piece I see from now on, when I'm playing as Phoenix, I'm gonna fucking click on it.
Like, to be fair, I haven't super examined. I just remember that most of the time when I would examine a painting, he'd just be like, this is a shitty painting.
He went through all of his art appreciation courses and came out with no appreciation for art.
That's why he never finished his major.
Exactly. Though it seems complex, what really happened that day was quite simple. We were standing by the door and out came Zach. But that wasn't all. Another person got in on the act, and she was standing in front of lobby number 2. Along with Mr. Hat.
Ah, that's the beauty of it, isn't it?
So, while you were standing in shock and amazement, the magician rounds the corner and most likely runs through the closest door into lobby number 1. That's where you come in, turn the corner in a rather lukewarm pursuit. In that very moment, Trucy runs into lobby number 2, and then all she has to do is tuck away the Mr. Amazing Hat.
Sir, I only lost sight of him for the briefest of moments. Then I saw that cape, Zachari's red cape, fluttering like a cape. Astounding, sir! All my days of posing queries and making inquiries and chasing queries wasted. As if I could see them melting away like an ice cream cone left by the side of a road to die. That's very specific. Or the shattered remains of a messily eaten chocolate parfait.
Oh, such sweet sorrows. I'm sorry. I had no idea how much you'd suffered on account of this case.
It's an honor, sir! I've apologized to people many, many times, sometimes more than once, but this is the first time anyone's ever apologized to me!
Actually, about that girl, I'm sort of her guardian now.
Is that so? Sir, Sir, you should know that I harbor no ill feeling whatsoever in my harbor.
Okay.
I let the defendant escape. That's the stone cold truth. Another step in my way of from singing the blues to wearing the blues.
My dude, you think you're getting back on the police force anytime soon? Like, I don't think so.
She was my idol, sir.
I don't think this guy's getting back on the police force anytime soon. If he comes back in AA5 and he's like full on Detective Gumshoeing this shit, I'm gonna flip. I'm gonna get some water real quick. Make sure, guys, if you haven't already drank, please.
Someday I'll be standing side by side with the great Detective Gumshoe!
Didn't even remember that.
Guamshoe? Detective Guamshoe? Mr. Meekins, this is a free ticket to the show at the Wonder Bar. If you want, it's an honor, sir! Sir, I can't count the number of things I had taken from me, but no one's ever given me anything for free! Right, I'll see you in the court next time, sir. I look forward to it. All eyes were on Zachary in court until his mysterious disappearance. Now part of the mystery has been revealed, but the magician remained out of sight. It would be 7 years before I met him again. As Shady Smith. Alright, before we go back to the detention center, let's see what's up with Drew Studio. What? Oh. Yeah, unlocked something in the future, okay. Look at all my not wine grape juice, which is legitimately just extra grape juice. Fuck your voice. I believe it was pompous and a little bit of an asshole. There we go. A little bit of a murderous asshole who's gonna murder Shady Smith to make sure I don't get caught in my fraudulency. I didn't have the word for that, so I had to make it. Anyways, I'll be taking my leave now. Still have some work back at the office. And I guess I'll go back to my piano. To be honest, it's better when you aren't playing. Motherfucker. Whose fault is that? It's yours, by the way. You didn't notice. This frigid culinary dungeon almost feels comfortable. Later then. 2 hours left of my shift. Wonder if we'll get any customers tonight. Do you know who I am? God, he looks so scrawny compared to before, though. Holy shit. Who I am? No, but if you hum it, I can play it. Just kidding, I don't do requests. How about a different sort of request? You see, I play cards. Oh, a customer. I was just hoping someone would come in and save me from a night of the keys. I seek a true competition. I've heard the Borscht Bowl Club is the place for this. Now I see the rumor's true. And this— ah! This guy! They brought back this guy of all people! I hate him so much. This is a friend of yours?
Don't blame me. I'm just your friendly neighborhood newsman.
He will not be playing tonight. When his business is finished, I shall send him home. This competition will be between us, no others. The Right Talent Agency represents 2 artists, and I'm number 2. I play piano. Well, sort of. It's actually just a front for my real talent, which is playing poker. Don't ask me how I got started, I don't remember. But I'm good. Real good. Didn't take long for the rumors to go around. Go to the Borscht Bowl Club if you want a real game. That guy never lost. People don't come here to tickle my ivory, they come to watch me play cards. Is this a seedy poker club? No, it's a restaurant. You don't play for high stakes, there's no money involved, but real players carry cash. And they're always thirsty. It's a handy source of income for the club owner. Then let's compete. I'll take you to the room. The hideout, yes, but before we go... Yes? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Shady Smith.
Oh, and I'm Brashel, Spark Brashel, news reporter.
Oh, I'm... No, Phoenix Wright. Huh? You must always look a man in the eye when you make your introductions. You still do not know who I am. Have we... Oh! Today in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty. I am talking.
Yep.
What? Yeah, he's fucking gone, baby.
Gone, baby. In case you forgot.
From like 5 minutes ago, or in our case, a week ago.
I mean, it does assume that you haven't played in a while.
Yeah. You can't, but you're... Zachramari? Yes, the reincarnation act of the century. Pity I only have an audience of one. You. He does look a lot like... He does look so different from when he used to look. Like, you know, he does look a lot more lean. Zachramari, that must be a bad dream. In a sense, this guy ruined my life. You there. Oh my god, she's back! The heartthrob from episode 1. Oh, I remember that transition. I was just like, ooh, pretty lady the entire time.
Yeah, I knew. I was like the second this one.
Yeah.
Her second sprite, Steph's gonna love it.
Yeah. We will play soon. Right to the room.
I will be preparing the hideout for you. Forgive my bad Russian accent, Katie's out of practice.
Are you really him? The Zachramari? Now I'm Shady Smith. Remember this. How many years has it been now? 6? Exactly 3 days from now, it will be 7. I caused you much inconvenience, I fear. Yeah, you can say that. Is she well? Trucy, I mean. She's fine. I've got her working already. Hope you don't mind. I need hardly express my gratitude, but you have it. This is why I've come. That and to settle a matter of cards. By which you mean poker? Those eyes, he's serious. I despise losing above all else. And so I have decided that I will win tonight no matter what it takes. I know this guy's type and they're dangerous. Everything about the competition. All else is secondary. Perhaps we should take this time to talk before we play. I know you have much to ask me. And you. We competed that day 7 years ago too. Ah yes, you must have been surprised. Called to the detention center out of the blue. 2. 1. Showdown time. I lost. Only game of poker. A game I've played for a long time and I only lost twice. Who was the first? The man I killed, of course. You chose your defense attorney by playing poker. Some are hired, others fired. When you compete, you see a man's true nature. You know what I speak of. I know that you do. Trucy's power. Trucy? She's in a class of her own. For 7 years, I've played poker here at the Borscht Bowl. And I've never lost once. I'm good, but not that good. I win because whenever there's a big game, I bring in Trucy. And she sends me signals.
Daddy, he's got a good hand. You might have a chance if you act quick. Better call him soon.
Can you tell me what her power is? Judging a person's thoughts by reading their reactions is a staple of performance magic. But those of Trucy's line possess a far greater skill. Her line? Recall, you were the second man to whom I've lost. Magnifique Grammari. That was the first time I learned of this power, so you call it. Wait, so you're saying her power is genetic? It's just in the Grammari blood or something? Blood. Motherfucker! I'm sorry, but that is not something told lightly to outsiders, and it's not something you need to know about at this time. Some kind of Grammari secret then? Fine. She's 15 years this year. Still trying her best to follow in your footsteps, you know. I see. When I planned my disappearing act, it was the thought of her alone that gave me pause. Wait, you were planning on vanishing from the get-go? Yes. And for that I must apologize, however. I could not be found guilty that day. Because of this. This? A transferal of rights, you see. A signature here. A transferal? That's a Magnifique Grammari signature, isn't it? I forgive all my rights, staging, and performance of my magic to the recipient named below. His name is Zach Grammari. Yes, it is I. Wait, that page looks torn. You recall the diary, yes? Yeah. How could I forget? That's where people lost my attorney's badge. This is the real page that was torn from the book. Magnifique gave it to me that night. You could have told me this earlier! Like 7 years earlier! Once again, I must apologize. It was all I could do to prepare for my escape from that courtroom. Motherfucker. The greatest of Magnifique Grammari's illusions are true arts. As such, they are well protected by this document. Only its bearer may perform his illusions on stage. Sounds like a pretty important thing to have if you're his disciple. As a rightful heir to this art, I, too, wanted a rightful heir. Rightful? I'm sure you know who I chose as my successor. Your daughter. That is why I've risked all to come here tonight. Russell.
Yes, sir. Here you go.
What's this? A letter passing the rights I have inherited to Trucy. I would have you sign here as a witness. But I'm not a lawyer anymore. And you need a public notary besides.
I may not look like it, but I'm a certified notary.
You are?
By day, I work at notary's glasses and hunt for news. Also by day, I wear reporter's glasses and notarize. When I take off the glasses, I can't see very well.
Yeah, those look like some serious prescriptions, yeah. Your signature, please. This is the first reason I've come here tonight. Time to read it. Zach's signature. I'm sure he's written in it many times again, but being an ex-star and all... There's plenty of people out there who'd kill for Zach Grammari's autograph.
Look familiar.
Yeah. Now I know why you've come out of hiding only now. It's been 7 years, you said. Precisely. And that's when the... Yep. There's a law that covers your situation. After 7 years, missing persons are considered to be legally deceased. So if someone wants to vanish from the face of the earth 7 years ago, they would lose all their rights as a living person after 7 years from that day. Not to mention all their possessions. Exactly, which is why I'm here. I risk showing my face in public for the sake of this document. Before my 7 years are up, you might say, I'm securing my daughter's inheritance. Do you really need this document? Wouldn't Trucy inherit your estate automatically? Not in this case, I'm afraid. This case? Yes, I received the performance rights from Magnifique Grammari. However, that was done in secret without witnesses. Before Magnifique died, 2 potential successors to his repertoire were named. Myself, Zach, and Volant Grammari. Not Trucy. Cease, I do need this document. I've known Brushel since before I vanished. He is the man I trust.
Really? I mean, okay, whatever, sure.
Now only 3 know of my rebirth. I took the liberty of looking into Trucy's background and found you had no other close kin. As you say.
Okay. Kind of hoping he'd say something about the mother at this point.
I know everyone else, but Trucy's mother is a mystery. I have to know more about this power of Trucy's. It's like she can see right into people's minds. The first time I saw her do it, it blew mine. Oh, and after you were done having your mind blown, you took her to play cards with you.
Daddy's resources at hand, I always say.
Yet I, myself, have no such power. But Trucy does. Why is that? Maybe Trucy got her power from her mother? Thalassa Gramari? I will not speak of that. Thalassa's officially missing, correct? And I think I know why you don't want to talk about her. The 3 of you were a team once. Not that the entire country doesn't already know this. At your peak, you were the biggest stars around.
Uriah, yes, Ace Attorney. The attorney is Ace. The attorney is 100% Ace.
Yet there's another story behind the frame, one that not many know. Thalassa lost her life during a rehearsal. You and Valankramari's bullets. It was an accident, it wasn't me. How could I shoot my dear Thalassa? I'm sure Valant would say the same thing. That's just like another murder I might mention. Damn you. Her eyes, I love Thalassa's eyes. To think they could read my mind were frightening. Yet there was a warmth in them that felt like an embrace. She is dead and Magnific Gramari has joined her. So the only one with her power left now is Trucy. Mr. Zack. I do not know. I don't need any power to see through that one. So there's someone else, someone other than Trucy, someone who inherited Thalassa's power. How would I know? My chances are slim. It will take a miracle to learn the truth. Maybe one that's already occurred. No! Really? Really? This boy. His name is I forget, something weird.
What his name is, I don't fucking know.
Who could he be? An attorney. Attorney. I noticed him when I went to visit a friend's law office. So, what are we to make of this, oh, great ex-attorney? You can show me pictures of strange boys you like, but you could at least say something like, I'm this boy. I could use a laugh. Perhaps you wouldn't laugh if you knew the facts. This might not be 100% proof, but it's close. There's a link between this boy and Thalassa. Actually, it's more of a ring. A ring. Perhaps this will refresh your memory. I just so happen to have evidence showing this missing link, which I don't have a picture of that ring, do I?
You don't.
Okay. So is this like her secret son?
Who's to say not me?
I figured you'd come here sooner or later.
I decided on sooner, Drew Meesham, was it?
I haven't done anything illegal.
I didn't come here to whine about past events. I wanted to ask you some questions.
I suppose you have that right.
I mean, technically you did make forged evidence. That is completely illegal. I admit it made quite an impression on me. I'm used to finding myself in outrageous situations. Phoenix Wright, was it? I'll answer what I can. I'm not sure, but it feels like I'm being watched intensely. Ah, this is my daughter. Vera, say hello. No. She's gone. Shall I begin then? Judging from this place, you're a painter. Not sadly a profitable one. I was never sold a painting. It's a source of considerable embarrassment. I wouldn't be able to get by if it were only me. Your daughter? Her mother grew wary of me and left. I don't want her to grow up needy, Mr. Wright. That's why I began my other occupation. Forgeries. Don't look at me with those eyes. I know what it is that I do. More than half of the paintings they bring me are stolen. And who knows what my copies are used for. But some of your works aren't paintings, correct? You may not believe me when I tell you this, but that was my first work outside of painting. What? I think it would be used as evidence in a murder trial. Never even imagined the possibility. Then why did you take the job? I was well paid. Very well paid. I think he feels worse about it than I do. The past is hard to escape. Honestly, the sooner I can put this behind me, the better. With apologies to you, of course. Sorry, but it's not gonna be quite so easy. He's trying to forget what he made. Looks like I'll have to remind him. By presenting it! Oh, there's a separate present button, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, there's a painting back here. Not dunk on it.
You can...
What's this painting here? Ah, that one's one of mine. It's an illustration from a book. It's not on sale yet, of course, but I thought it might be good business. As a father, I'd like to be able to put food on my daughter's table. Nothing I know anything about. Not at least yet.
Huh. Don't worry, Phoenix, in 0.2 seconds you will.
I know, right? Your work. Don't try to pretend you've forgotten. Sure, all you did was make a copy, but that copy might have destroyed the life of an innocent man. I'm responsible too, which is why I have to know, and you have to tell me. I know it would be difficult to escape this. Then let's talk. Well then, ready to tell me about the work you did? It was unlike anything I had attempted before. I guess it would be a little different from paintings. That is not what I mean. In all my previous work, it sufficed to create a copy. This wasn't a copy? The client gave me two things that day. The first was a sample page as a reference. The second was a printed document I could only surmise was written by my client. So you used the real writing as a reference to reproduce what the client wrote. Yes, as I said, it was the first job of that nature. So, who was your client? As I said in court, I don't know. Really? Even for such a suspicious request? Feels to me I'd want to know as much as I could about the requester. Never met them, not personally, You only have two. Okay, we'll figure this out. Seems like you're still hiding something. Something about this work. You're hiding. Let's hear it then. What are you hiding from me, Mr. Meesham? I'm sorry, but I really don't know. I've never met the client. True, when I asked the client's name, there was a no psych locks in sight. Regardless, you're hiding something. You have to be, otherwise it wouldn't make any sense. Why are you doing this to me? Well, I've made my stand, no backing down now. So what's Meesham hiding? Yes, there was a reference. Why should I hide that? Huh? After the trial, I submitted everything to the court. My work, the same. Oh, fuck.
I'll give you directions to the court if you'd like. That's fine. I know where the court is. What?
Unless you were just trying to leave.
Oh, sorry, I sometimes be a little blunt.
Well, I've made my stand. Yeah. Oh, the forger.
Yeah.
I can pretty much piece together what it is from what you said.
What is it then?
You told me that you knew about the client and I couldn't see any psych locks.
What the fuck's a psych lock? Are you high? There's some sort of asylum circuit.
But then they did show up now, didn't they? Was your client, as I said in court? Yeah. Not personally. Those words triggered the psych locks.
Again with the psycho locks. Now that I really must know what they are.
So you didn't meet the client, but someone else did. Maybe the real forger behind this evidence.
Perhaps I'm hung up this lock business. I'm afraid you've lost me.
Yeah, well, I didn't come here to talk about psych locks. As long as I came to the right conclusion, it doesn't matter how I got there.
And your conclusion is?
The real forger behind this wasn't you, Mr. Meekins.
Poppycock! I don't know what you're talking about. That's my work, I tell you. Made it here in my studio. Who else could have been but me?
That's a real question, isn't it? The forger wasn't you, then I don't have many other people to choose from. The real forger drew Meekins Studios is... The real forger is your daughter, Vera Meekins, isn't it?
Ridiculous. My daughter is only 12 years old, Mr. Wright. I've always been one more for landscapes, not for realism.
Nice comeback, but you're shaking in your boots. I've got you now. The only two people with access to the studio are you and your daughter. The psych locks tell me you're not the forger, which makes your daughter the only possibility.
I feel very much on the verge of going psycho-lock myself. I don't know how you knew, but you're right. The one who made this page was my daughter, Vera, not I. She's only 12, a genius you might call her.
A precocious little girl outshining her father. There's been a lot of that going around recently.
I let her play in the studio and she watched me. Taught me herself in that way. The drafting tools and the analytical devices I bought when they became necessary, they are my little girl's playthings now.
Oh, do I detect a little bit of fatherly pride? So Vera was the one who made this page. Wouldn't she know who the client was then?
Actually, the client came once. Here to the studio.
What? Why didn't you say so sooner?
But their face was covered and they didn't want to talk to me.
So I talked to your daughter.
I will only speak with the artist, the client told me.
Now little girls are key to the mystery of the client's true identity. Okay, what do I do now? Maybe I should talk to her father a bit more. Or it's time to turn my attention to Vera. Mr. Meekins, I have a request.
Let me guess, you'd like to speak with my daughter.
Can I?
My daughter has never been one to talk to strangers. She's quite shy, extremely so, actually. With only one exception.
Which was?
Oddly enough, it was that client. I left the studio while they talked. I returned when they had finished, and she was laughing. It was the first time I'd seen anything of the sort.
Please let me speak with her.
Oh, alright.
This could be tough. Vera, was it? Would you like to have a friendly chat? I'm Phoenix Wright, ex-lawyer and pianist. So looking for the keys that say, do, re, mi, can't find them anywhere. I'm no good at this. I guess I'm gonna get through to this girl. Vera, was it? Okay, yeah. What do you think about this? You just made her nervous. I need something to grab her attention. But what? The gun! No, I'm kidding. Mr. Hat, though, actually. Nope. Is it actually the gun? No.
I don't remember what it is. We might not have it yet.
Then we have the detention center, which we could probably do a bit more of now.
Yeah, I think we can do more of the detention center.
That's a lot of Cyclops. You're in lockup, but they still let you have your gun on your hip? Jesus Christ.
No happy. You can't listen. They only had so much space on the DS cartridge.
That's true.
3DS cartridge, I guess. I think it's 3DS.
But that's Zachariah's wife and Trucy's mother. Halassa, I believe was her name.
Ah! Alcazar! But how can you say this? How can you say she was struck by one of our bullets?
Still in denial mode, eh? Halassa was at the greatest risk of being shot, and this clearly shows just how much danger she was in. Fuck, I don't have anything for that, do I?
Don't know.
Oh! I don't think I have it yet.
I don't know either. I don't remember. I thought we could get farther, but maybe I was just wrong.
Maybe it's just the fact that he was blackmailed. Nope, it's not.
Let's see. Time to consult my memory.
Where she? Sorry, I gotta find out where she was. I don't have anything to say where she was, so we're gonna have to do that in the future. Find it somewhere else now. Which means I think I have to solve one of the other ones. Which, it's almost 10 o'clock, so I think this is a fantastic time, because I gotta go actually get some food out of the slow cooker. This is a fantastic time to start ending. So, if you're watching this on YouTube as a VOD, thank you very much. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that cool stuff. Y'all are amazing. Stay safe, Botanist Cool. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye, YouTube.